Kit Kats Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to bring in you guys my August book haul, all of the books I've managed to accumulate during August. I was doing really well, that's all I can say. I started off doing really well, and then it started to happen midway through August where I hit a bit of a sort of slump, let's say, because I left my job and then I was kind of like starting another job and like in that transitional mode where I was feeling a little bit, I suppose, depressed, and especially just with everything that's going on with a lot of funds, I suppose, to do with me. And yeah, this makes no sense at all because here I am doing a book haul and I'm worrying about funds, but it's more of a like, it made myself feel better. It was retail therapy. I don't often go out to like Waterstones. I've just been pretty bad, pretty much. But this is a mixture. I've got books here for review. I've got books that I've got from a friend secondhand. I've got books that I've got from a car boot sale. I've got books that I got from Waterstones. So yeah, it's a bit of a mixture. It's all over the place, but we're just going to roll with it. So first of all, I'm going to start with the review books. So the first one that actually came in August is Teen Witch by Katie Birchall. I'm loving the cover to this. It's so cool. Now this was pitched to me for people who are fans of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and straight away I was just like, yes, this comes out the 5th of September, so I'm hoping to start this pretty soon, actually in August, like near the end of August hopefully. But yeah, I need to get it read, so I need to bump it up onto my TBR, and yeah, I'm really excited. So it says here this is about Morgan, who's been dreaming of, after years, trying to prove that she's got control over her witch powers, and she's finally allowed to go to a normal school. Will she make friends there and fit in with the people who are no magical at all? Can she resist using her powers to make herself popular? Pretty much just be a normal person, who knows. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I read books by Katie Birchall before. She's really awesome, so I'm really super excited. So this is a massive thank you to Scholastic for sending this to me. Like I say, 5th of September, check it out. I'm very excited. And yeah, I look forward to giving it a read. The next couple of books are from a car boot sale. So I love my car boot sales. I think I'm going to start going to them fairly often because a lot of people sell stuff you might not necessarily want, but they sell it for a cheap price. And these books were 50p each. They're really old books actually, but I love my dolphins. So I picked up Dance to a Dolphin Song by Horace Dobbs, and this is actually a non-fiction book about dolphins. It's about Dr. Horace Dobbs, who invited a man who was suffering with chronic depression to swim with a wild dolphin off the Irish coast, and the miraculous encounter restored the man's spirit and sanity. And I would just love to read something like that, and there's like pictures in this book as well right here. And I think, yeah, it's a sort of non-fiction book that I would love to read. So whenever there's a readathon and it says to read a non-fiction book, that is definitely for me. And the other book that I got is Follow a Wild Dolphin by Horace Dobbs as well. So got his other book right here. And this is about Donald, a bottlenose dolphin. And yeah, it just makes me so happy. And again, there's pictures. I love dolphins so much. I've touched a dolphin before. I went to Spain and I like posed with a dolphin, and that was a brilliant experience, but I've never swum with them, and that's probably one of my ultimate goals. Hopefully I can do that one day soon. The next book I got from a friend who was selling off. I've seen this going around BookTube. A lot of people are loving it and are praising it, and this is Orange, volume number 1 by Ichigo Takano. And yeah, I've heard really good things about this manga, and it's quite a hefty one, but mangas don't take me long to read and I always thoroughly enjoy them. So this is the complete collection number 1, and this is basically about someone who begins 11th grade. A girl receives a letter from herself 10 years into the future, So she writes it off as a prank, but then the letter's predictions come true one by one, and I believe she has to watch over this transfer student in her school. So yeah, just think it sounds really awesome, and look at it's so colourful, and yeah, so I'm really happy. So thank you, Charlie, for this. I look forward to giving it a read, and yeah, hopefully I do enjoy it. I'm going to move on to the books that I got from Waterstone. So I'll start off with the clearance sale, which is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now this is the walkthrough guide, it's the compilation, you have all to find the collectibles in here, and you get a map poster that comes with it. I've already opened it up, and yeah, it like pretty much tells you where things are, and it's basically like a walkthrough, which I think is, I love my walkthroughs, and it's so awesome. And this was £3, and considering these are like represented as like £15 to £20, I thought that was like really good, like really good. So yeah, I'm really happy that I managed to get this for £3. If there's any gamer girls or gamer guys out there, let me know if you guys have played this game too and what you thought about it. I'm going to move on to the actual novels. So the first one I actually picked up was from the graphic novel section, but it's based on a game. So this is Final Fantasy 13-2, and it's called Fragments Before. It's by Jun Ishima, and it's based on Final Fantasy 13-2, and yeah, I've never heard of them doing this before. So this is £10.99. It's also £10.99 on Amazon. I was looking at that to see if it's cheaper, and you've got some pictures here at the front too, which is brilliant. Beautiful locations. If you guys don't know me, I'm a Final Fantasy complete addict, and yeah, it's a complete written story. And there's a sequel, and I saw that on Amazon too when I was looking at it. Yeah, guys, Final Fantasy games are awesome, and there's pretty much in all the games something happening with some sort of big evil corporation, and yeah, it's a brilliant RPG game, and to find a book like this, I had to get it. Next of all, two books that I found on the buy one and get one half price deal. The first one I picked up, I really wanted to get. This is called R-Stop by Laura Jane Williams. Now I've seen this around, I had to get it because also the pink edged pages. So this is about Nadia, who gets the 7:30 train every morning without fail, except if she oversleeps or wakes up at her friend Emma's after far too much wine. Now Daniel does get the 7:30 train every morning, which is easy because he hasn't been able to sleep properly since his dad died. So one morning Nadia catches sight of a post in the daily paper: "To the cute girl with the coffee stains on her dress, I'm the girl who's always standing near the doors, do you want a drink sometime?" So then it begins a not quite romantic of near misses, true love and the power of written word. Now guys, I loved The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, one of my favourite books of the year. Amazing chick lit. This sounds like it's just going to be saying, I love those sort of meet cute situations. If you guys know of any other meet cute books like this, chick lit books, let me know down below in the comments, because I love those sort of books. It's one of my favourite tropes, and yeah, I just love the sound of this one. If you guys have read this, let me know what you thought about it. But if it sounds like something you'd want, get it. The other book that I got with this deal, I was looking at the other books on the table, and this is Happiness for Beginners by Carol Matthews. Now I do have another book by Carol Matthews, I think it's called It's a Kind of Magic, and I haven't yet read that, but I've heard really good things about this author. This book sounds like happiness incarnate. When I read it on the back, I was like, oh my goodness. So this is about a girl called Molly, who is 38 years old. She lives in Buckinghamshire, surrounded by animals and hills, and she runs a farm as an alternative school for kids who haven't thrived in mainstream education, and it's full on. She wouldn't have it anyway. She absolutely loves her job, but then we have a kid that turns up, and they're going to enroll, and the trouble is Lucas, the boy that's going to be enrolled, is very distant, and Molly realises that he's going to be a bit more of a handful, but then she also discovers that she is attracted to his father, and thus starts a hopeful possible romance. So I think that sounds really cute. And it says here, one broken family, two hearts meeting, dozens of naughty animals. Now I love my animals, and yeah, just look at it. It's so yellow and it's so cute, and it's just Next of all is the book that I actually really wanted to get. Literally, when I got out of my car, I was like, there's one book that I really want to get from Waterstones, and it's this. The Paper and Hearts Society by Lucy Parry. So really, I was just going to Castle Point to change some trousers. In the end, I ended up keeping the trousers. They fit somehow. I tried some on in the dressing room as well as some sale items. I needed to get some jeans as well because I threw out some jeans. And I got 2 pairs of jeans, which is really good. I got like a lighter pair and a darker pair. I've already got a black pair of jeans, but yeah, it was so good to just find some jeans. They fit perfectly, they feel really comfy, and yeah, and then I ended up like going into Waterstones. I was like, well, let me take a look, I'm already here sort of thing. And yeah, I went in there and I managed to find it. They only had 1 copy, so that was really good. And yeah, Lucy Parry, she's one of my really good friends. I've met her in person a few years ago, and she's absolutely lovely, and I'm so proud of her that she's managed to release her own book. Like, it's incredible. So Lucy, if you're watching, congratulations. And yes, I've finally got hold of your book. I've been I don't know what it is, like I've been toying between trying to be really good with my book buying and not. And then when I went there, I was like, no, I need to get it because I really want this book, like really badly. It's in my wish list on Amazon, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. So this is about someone called Tabby Brown who is tired of trying to fit in. She doesn't want to go to parties. She'd rather snuggle on the sofa with her favourite book. Tabby joins a club that promises to celebrate books. So everything making new friends sparks with an awkward buzzing feeling all over her body. Olivia, Cassie, Henry and Ed have something that makes Tabby come back. Maybe it's the Austen themed fancy dress parties, or Ed's fluffy cat Mrs Simpkins, or even Henry himself. Can Tabby let her weird out and live the best bookish life possible? So this literally sounds like for every book introvert ever. And I was actually thinking about this the other day, like I would so love to join a book club to find other people, but yeah, it will be me amongst other teenagers, that's all. But you know, I'm making friends, who cares? So yes, I'm really excited that I have Lucy's book now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. This is what I picked up. We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about this book. I've actually heard a couple of mixed thoughts about this book, but mostly good. So I am looking forward to giving it a read, and yeah, I like the sound of it, and yeah, sounds really good. So it says here, people live because she killed. Saphira is the hunter, forced to disguise herself as a man. She braves the cursed forest to feed her people. Nasir is the infamous Prince of Death, assassinating those foolish enough to defy his father, the Sultan. Both are legends in the kingdom, but neither wants to be. Both are embarking on a quest to return magic to their kingdom, but as the journey unfolds, an ancient evil begins to stir. It sounds really cool and interesting, and I love the sound of it. And yeah, look at this, guys. Oh, it's so beautiful, and I'm going to bring it up close because I want you to see. Look at this embossment on the gold. Like, look at that design. That is beautiful. Beautiful book, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then I picked up Riverdale the day before, a prequel novel by Micole Osto. Now, I love Riverdale. I'm a massive Riverdale fan, so when I picked this up, I had to automatically get this. So this is basically about the 4th of July, a gunshot rings out in Sweetwater River, turning the sleepy town of Riverdale upside down. What did life look like the day before everything happened, before Jason went missing, 4 teenagers were taking advantage of their summer freedom, before Archie was in love, Betty was conquering her LA internship, Veronica was running to Manhattan, and Jughead was just trying to get by. So this is told from alternative points of view. It's set in the Riverdale universe, explores what life was like the day before that it all changed forever. I think this is just for all Riverdale fans, pretty much. And yeah, I'm so excited to give this a read. I love it so much. I love that it's the shape of Archie's head. I think that's awesome. And yeah, I want to read a book that Jughead's gonna tell the story of, not gonna lie. And the final book that I got from Waterstones is Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. I've been meaning to get this book. It's been on my wish list. So this is about King Arthur, and it's about coming to terms with your identity. It's difficult. Ari is the reincarnation of King Arthur. It just got a lot more complicated. What on earth can she hope to achieve with a rusty spaceship and an adolescent wizard called Merlin? Gender-bending royalty, caustic wit, and a galaxy-wide fight for peace and equality all collide in this brilliant reinvention of the Arthurian legend. It sounds so cool. It just sounds so cool that King Arthur is reincarnated as a female. If you guys have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down below. I've gained some other books in the mail since then. I got some Stephen King books from my good friend Charlie, the first of which is The Shining. And this book I'm actually going to be giving to Ben because he was like, oh, can you please get that bundle? And then he was interested in having The Shining because he is a massive fan of horror movies, and he said that he would actually read it. So, you know, if I'm promoting his reading somehow, then yeah, this would be really, really good. The Stephen King book that I was really interested in was Pet Sematary by Stephen King, and this, I know there's a movie adaptation for it, haven't seen it yet. And yeah, horror really isn't normally my thing, but this will be the sort of thing that I would read because, you know, animals in it. So yeah, I just wanted to get it. And the third book that I got as part of the deal was Salem's Lot by Stephen King, the illustrated edition actually, so it's got some illustrations somewhere. So I found one right here. That's an illustration. That's really cool. It's like a scary photo. So this is about a town, and there's drinkers and weirdos, and a successful writer returns to write a novel based on his early years and to exercise the terrors. House is rented by a new resident, a man who causes them unease, and things start to happen. A child disappears, a dog is brutally killed, and the list keeps growing. So yeah, sounds spooky. And then I got a couple of books that have come from Books for Trade, Books for Sale on Twitter. I shouldn't really be going on there, but you know, here we are. So I've got Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. This completes my trilogy for this, which means I can reread the first book and then go on to the sequel, and then I've now got the final book because I didn't have it originally. So now I've got it. I thought it's perfect, and this was 50p guys, like 50p. And the other book is Sentinel by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the fifth book that's in this series. I have got the third book, but I saw that they were getting rid of this for 50p as well. It was literally like £1 for both of these and then postage, so I thought, well, that is a bargain. So yeah, I've read the first book in this series. I've also read the second one, but I need to reread them because it's been a while. And I do own the third book, Deity I believe it's called. So yeah, need to get on with that. And yeah, another book series that I need to reread. But yeah, so happy that I have these books now. So I've got a couple more books that have arrived in the post, and this is on the 28th and 29th of August. So on the 28th I had American Royals by Catherine McGee arrive. This is a finished copy actually, and it's got coloured pages. This was sent to me very kindly from the publisher, Penguin Random House, in exchange for an honest review. So come with a press release right here. This book actually releases on the 5th of September, so I'm going to be starting this book today. I'm really excited about it. But this is basically like as if America had like a royal family sort of thing. You know how like the UK has one, we have the Queen, and everyone knows the Queen around the world, but this was as if America had a royal family. So we've got like a Princess Beatrice, who is meant to be like the heir, and then we've got Princess Samantha, and then we got a schemer, and then we've got a nobody who isn't like royalty, who pretty much spends their time in the library. And yeah, it's just basically about schemes and drama and gossip and a sizzling romance, and yeah, about court in America. So yeah, sounds really cool. It's on my anticipated releases list, and I'm so lucky to have received a copy of it. I'm so grateful, and yeah, really looking forward to giving it a read. So thank you again to Penguin Random House. The other book that has just arrived in the post I got secondhand from eBay, and that is book number 3 in the Did I Mention I Love You series. This is called Did I Mention I Miss You, and it's by Estelle Mascamé. Now, you guys should be fully aware that I absolutely loved the first book. I've recently read the second book and absolutely loved it, and so I had to get my hands on the third copy. But yeah, managed to get this for £2 something. It was fairly cheap on eBay, and it's second hand, but it's actually in really good condition. The spine isn't cracked at all. It came with a few stickers. Pages are a little bit orangey, but that's, yeah, it's caught a bit of sun, but you know, it's readable. And yeah, I'm really happy that I have this, and this is going to go straight onto my summer TBR. If you guys don't know what this series is about, it's a stepbrother, stepsister romance by marriage. Like that's how they're related, by marriage. So they're not like blood related at all. So yeah, and it's about Eden, who goes from her mum's to live with her dad and her stepmom, and then she meets Tyler, the stepbrother, and they can't help but have a connection with each other. At the end of book number 2, there's a massive cliffhanger where you're just like, oh my god, is this really happening? This is a shocker. I've no idea what's going to happen, which is why I had to get this book and put it on my September TBR. The final book that I have to share in this haul is a graphic novel. It's Teen Titans Raven by Cami Garcia. This is illustrated by Gabrielle Piccolo. I absolutely love the character of Raven from Teen Titans. Teen Titans is a cartoon that I watched when I was younger, in my teens. So I've grown up with the Teen Titans, and I watched the Titans DC show on Netflix. Really like that. So yeah, I love the character of Raven. I think she is so awesome. She's so spooky. The fact that this is written by Cami Garcia as well, I think is really unique and awesome. And I feel like I'm gonna love this. I'm loving the artwork, actually. So I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it, and yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm actually gonna probably pick this up today, actually, which is the 30th of August. So it's pretty much the last day. I'm not going to be getting anything else in the post, so this is going to be the last book of Rival. But yeah, I've really enjoyed all the books that I've managed to get in the month of August. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about all these books I've mentioned in today's video, as well as what books that you guys have recently purchased for yourselves, whether that's review books or new releases or anything. And if there's anything you'd like to buddy read as well, let me know. I'm always up for a good buddy read during the month of September. Totally let me know, and I'll be there and I'll try and slot it in somewhere. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching my videos as always. All of my social media links are down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!